It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen, and joining me tonight, the former national champion and National Player of the Year, it's Jay Williams.
Ed, stop it. You keep gassing me up. Actually, don't stop it. Keep fluffing me. I like it. Shouldn't we be talking about the matchup on the court tonight? Let's see what's going on.
Jay, you have to own it. These 10 players on the floor about to do so as well. Gets a look, can hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And finishes strong.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Lebron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Nice pass to get things going.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Leonard. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Knocks it down. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LBJ. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Anthony Davis tips it. LeBron into the front court. The score 10-8. Rises for the slam.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Leonard. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Big finish at the rim.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Leonard to George. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. LeBron with it up top. His team on top by 8. Knocked loose. LeBron James. Tough matchup against George. Paul George. 2 of 4 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Across the timeline comes James. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no in this contest. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery, hits the second free throw. Leonard to Paul George. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Lakers ball. LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
And the Lakers with the rebound. To Caldwell Pope. Deep left corner. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Clippers have got it. First quarter is complete. The Lakers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's LA Clippers ball. Williams. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Caldwell Pope cleans it up. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Williams to Harkless. Going to launch beyond the arc. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Has a chance. Green with a shot that won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Caldwell Pope to Danny Green from long range. And the rebound taken down by Green. To Williams. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
LBJ with it. Clippers have it. And the basket good at the rim.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Leonard to George. Anthony Davis rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
George drills the three. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Kuzma to James. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
James to Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. Had a good look there, but it's no good to Leonard. Tough make through traffic.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. Smothering D. LeBron into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Stevenson. Oh, he had him there for a second. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
James to Stevenson, trying to cash in, just not going down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
To Paul George. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. And Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
It's George for two. Add 2 points to the board.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Short jumper won't go down. That'll do it for the first half. The Clippers are out in front. A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Los Angeles, they have it. Fires the three. It's good. Defense. Has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Green to the basket, but the shot won't go. Lets it fly from long range. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Wide open look won't go. Harkless. For three. He's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
It's James. Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Scores from the post.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Works it. Fires the three, and he knocks it down, Jay.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Caldwell Pope. Off the iron. No good. Goes to the left side. Williams. And knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Williams into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. George misfires. It's no good. Lebron into the front court. His guys down by 9. And he buries it. To George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
You give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the three.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LeBron with it up top. 9-point margin. Not going down here. To Paul George. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Time to shuffle things up.
For LA, number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
It's James controlling the offense. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Caldwell-Pope. And Cousins throwing it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To George. And he hits.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Kyle Kuzma. James. Davis. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound. Strong finish for Paul George.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
And he drains it. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. This was a one-possession game at the break, but things went south from there.
But guess what, Ed? It's always a one-possession game. That's how you need to approach each possession in basketball. You can't score and then get back in the game 30 possessions later. You have to do it one possession at a time.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Has a look. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
LeBron James snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2. Anthony Davis has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly to Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. To Davis. Danny Green. Won't go down. To James. Off the assist.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To Leonard. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Paul George. Hat-trick Beverly. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. be a boat squad set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 23.
Danny Green, knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Cashes in for two.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Williams to Leonard. Has a chance. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. To Caldwell Pope, 4-3.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
DeMarcus Cousins swats it. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Leonard. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Beverly knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
James trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. To Leonard. From long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Stuffs it down with authority. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Kyle Kuzma sends it away. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. George. To Williams. To Davis. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
I got ball. This is all me. Get down.
Leonard.
Here it come.
Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
LBJ has it. Beyond the arc for 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Clippers have it. Flushes it home. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.